Johnny Rico and Adonminus earlier. So pretty intrigued to see what's going to happen here, and to see if either of these guys are going to pull out anything dodgy on this very large and intriguing map. It's not like any other map in the map pool.
No, it's going to be interesting to see. And just to introduce our players, we have actually seen both of them before, and if you're new to the stream, you are up for a really colorful game. So in the northeast corner, we have Adonminus, who has chosen the purple color, the mighty purple color. He's playing Protoss, and his opponent, also playing Protoss, has chosen the epic gold color. It is Sjaak. Both players done really well. Too bad this is the lower bracket, but it doesn't mean the journey is
as if we're going to lose one of these players well, not right now, but within the next 3 maps, one of these guys is going to be out and not coming back. For well, at least in this Winter League. So that's pretty crazy if you ask me. Pretty intrigued to see how things turn out right now, and see what builds we're going to see, because this is, again, a very large map, and we could see some crazy stuff, but right now things are looking nice and standard.
Yes, indeed. It's both players are driving with the self-debates on. Nothing dodgy going on, nothing special. Just, doing their usual stuff in the base, sweeping, building stuff. Standard. Not too much to say. But we did see a quite interesting game earlier on this map, where Adonminus actually went full out and went for carriers.
We did. He went crazy mode. He went full Adonminus, I would like to say. And honestly, it worked out for him pretty well, if I do say so myself. I mean, he did pretty well. I mean, he didn't win, of course. But, I think he put up, honestly, a pretty good fight. I just think Johnny Rico really did have the answer to his opponent's quest, like, the answer to what he was doing. And, whenever that happens, it's going to be difficult. So I don't think we can really fault Adonminus for what he tried. I think, it has worked for him in the past, but Johnny Rico was just one step ahead of him here today.
Yeah, and here comes the first deviation from the build. It is actually Adonminus who goes for a Stargate. I am not surprised. Are you surprised?
No, not really. I mean, Stargate's pretty standard. Twilight Council's hidden quite nicely here for Sjaak. Really interested in positioning. But look at Autonomous. He wants to see it. He knows it. Yeah, he knows it. He sees it. And he sees that Twilight Council. So that's a cancel and straight into a Stargate now. So Sjaak trying to play the mind games. Yeah, I get the feeling he wanted to go DTs. I mean, Blink doesn't make too much sense on this map. But now he's going to go Stargate. And, well, you can see Adonminus. He starts up a robot facility because he needs an observer. He needs an immortal in case it's either DT or if it's Blink. Now I'm intrigued as to what Sjaak is going to do, because he's in the base of his opponent. He sees Phoenixes being made, and so we should go into Phoenix versus Phoenix here.
Yeah, that's almost the only way you can do it, unless you're going full of Stalkers. But Phoenix versus Phoenix is going to be a really good choice. Still, we might see something completely different, but I don't think so. As soon as the Stargates are being built, and there's the Phoenix. So, first player, we'll see if this is going to be an all-out air battle. And I think the first player is going to go directly for the Pulse Crystal is going to be the winner. Still, there's going to be one Phoenix down.
Well, you say that, man, but we saw just yesterday Adonminus was in this situation against Jacko, and he just built more Phoenixes and won just before that Pulse Crystals kick in. So, it's kind of intriguing how people play out, Phoenix versus Phoenix, because it can go either way. And, well, this is a good start here for Sjaak, because he will kill this Phoenix of Adonminus. And this is really nice for him. One Phoenix advantage. Although he loses a lot of health from one of his Phoenixes, that's still a nice little advantage to start things off.
Yes, indeed. And I know that it didn't go too well yesterday, but I think that it was mainly because both players were so close together. It was clumped up, and also you got actually got the drop on him, so it wasn't really the perfect. So if you're a player with perfect control, you can use those pulse crystals so good and exploit the range really well. But that, if you're fighting inside your own base, that is not going to happen, because you're going to be pretty close, you're going to be in a corner, and that's going to be game over, because you're 2 Phoenixes down. Yeah,
indeed. expansion is up on the way up for Adonminus now. Sjaak took his expansion faster, so he can get his extra gases faster. If he wants to take them, and at this rate, Adonminus is actually going to be the first player mining the extra gases, and he is the first player to start the second Stargate. So, interestingly, again, Adonminus is just going to look to overwhelm his opponent in Phoenix numbers very, very quickly here. But there's that second Stargate for Sjaak too. So both these players going down very similar routes here, just taking the same steps at each point. And again, soon Fleet Beacon will be on the way because that Anion Pulse Crystals is so important in this kind of matchup.
Every time I see Adonminus play, I just want to play some Wagner. Bum, 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 and then the huge.
He plays like, yeah, he plays these games which are just ridiculous and long and epic, and epic is the way to describe them. Like mass two base carrier and mass Phoenix and all this crazy stuff. If we actually look at the Phoenix numbers right now, get some real stats in here. I mean, Sjaak's 1 Phoenix up, and he's actually producing 1 less Phoenix currently. So I mean, it's pretty even all in all. His free work is down, in fact. And he's got a Zealot in here, trying to scout out, see what's up. He's just trying to see if a Fleet Beacon's on the way for his opponent to, know if he's got a timing and, nearly gets a worker kill for his efforts as well. But nice scout from Sjaak, I like that. Just one Zealot walks in, gets scouting information. That's scouting information Adonminus does not currently have.
No, really good. He knows what's up and he knows what's coming, but at the same time, he needs to do something himself. He just can't play in the blind, which he's doing right now. He doesn't know anything. He's no, he doesn't even have a sentry, though. He actually has an observer inside Sjaak's base. Whoops, I was mistaken there. Good play by Adonminus.
We actually see Sjaak Chronoboost now in Oracle here, and I'd be very surprised if that was a misclick. I'm kind of intrigued to see what he does with this, because I mean, obviously the Oracle's gonna come and be shot down very quickly. There's that Fleet Beacon on the way up. Oh, he's using it for detection. What is he doing?
Yeah.
Did he pick off an observer?
Yes, it did.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes much more sense to me all of a sudden. I was like, what's going on? Like, why did he just use that? So, I apologize for being a bit slow. Adonminus seems to be 1 step ahead of his opponent. I mean, Fleet Beacon came down a bit faster, and he's taking a third base and a third Stargate here. And this game continues on in this intriguing fashion for now, as another observer heads across the map.
Yeah, there's the only ground unit except for probes that has been here is actually 1 Zealot, and another one is going in for taking a bit of a scouting tour here. So it's I can't say it's been a mighty, ground battle, but it's the air battle is going to be really, really impressive. And here it comes. As I said, here's the pulse crystals. See if I'm right or if I'm wrong. I think if Sjaak actually attacks right now and the pulse crystal is done, and Adonminus is back inside his own base, he can't use them properly. But out on the field, and being the attacker, yeah, I can use those really well.
The problem for Sjaak right now is he's investing in a lot more gateways, but he isn't on a third Stargate, so Adonminus is slowly going to take a Phoenix lead, and again with a Phoenix lead, he's going to have an overwhelming number of Phoenix left over after a battle, unless Sjaak is able to fight with kind of Stalkers on the ground. Now, he is warping in some Zealots. He might very well go for an attack here in the very near future. Anion Pulse Crystals finishing here within seconds of both players, and, well, Adonminus is a little bit out of position. He's going to lose a couple of his Phoenixes straight away here, and this is quite nice for Sjaak, who comes in. He picks another one off for free.
Great air,
and then loses.
Great control.
This is Sjaak kind of does need to do damage, because I mean he's down on workers compared to his opponent, and oh no, Adonminus recalls. He's starting to take a lot of free damage. This was definitely a mistake. He loses 4 Phoenixes, but now he has Photon Overcharge. But sentries and Stalkers are on the ground as well. His probes are being pulled. I'm not quite sure which way this is going, Marvin.
No, they both are dropping equally fast.
I think it's Sjaak's. I think Sjaak's got this. He's going to kill off all the Phoenixes. Oh my god, this was a sick little timing here. And, again, Adonminus is going to remax on Phoenixes faster, but he's going to lose this third base, which was pretty essential for Sjaak to do. And Sjaak has such a strong ground army now that I'm not even sure that Adonminus can, take it out with just Phoenixes picking up units. So I really like this. This worked out so well for Sjaak, and Adonminus, that recall really hurt him, losing so many Phoenixes for nothing.
Yeah, that was a big mistake. He should actually have recalled directly into his home base and launch a counterattack. But there. He was just caught in the middle while he just teleported in. Wow, that did so much damage.
There's so many Stalkers here that the Phoenixes in this kind of number almost don't matter because they could lift up all the Stalkers, but then, you know, what else are you going to do? And Immortal's going to get caught off here, killed off without much reason. With 6 gateways down, Sjaak kills, you know, he reinforces so quickly, and Chrome's